Morning everyone, well today's the day. I'm going to head to the track, do another 5k time trial, see how my fitness is, see what the last 4 weeks of hard running and doing all the work and the intervals have done. I have no doubt that it's improved, it's just a question of how much. It's fairly early, left home about 6:30, decided to drive to Stratford and park and walk the mile to the track. Thought I'd bring the drone with me, see if I could get some shots as well. So, okay, I'll catch up with you over there. And we're here, we've arrived at the track. It's pretty empty, which is quite nice. This is the same track that I did the 5k time trial on 4 weeks ago. And if you're new to this video or you've not seen any of the previous in this little series, in this project that I've set myself, do check them out. I've got to say, I am a little bit nervous about this one, although I am confident. I'm confident that the time that I've put in the last 4 weeks on the track and training is going to have paid off. Now, I think I am some way off that sub 20 5k time, but it's all about small steps towards that. I said I've got a plan for this, and I have, and I'm going to try and stick to a 4-minute 20km pace. That will bring me in about 21.5 minutes. Now I'm going to see how I feel on that, and if I get to the last kilometre and I've got something left in the tank, then I will try and up that pace a little bit more. But we will see. We'll see how I get on and what the outcome is. I'm going to warm up. It's pretty windy, as you can probably tell over here, which makes it a little bit chilly, but it's not terrible conditions for running. Right, that's the warm-up all complete. Just consisted of about a mile jog with a few sprints in there, and then I did some hill flicks, strides, high knees, that kind of thing. And I think we're ready to go, so it's time to get this thing over and done with. Now, I don't know what I'm going to try and do with shooting it. I don't think I'm going to try that because it's going to be too hard. 420, don't go off too hard. That's what I've got to remember. Okay, I'll catch you after. I tell you what, 5k efforts, 5k efforts, races, intervals, I don't care who you are, they've got to be one of the toughest things you can do. There's a saying in cycling that when you're cycling up hills, they don't get any easier, you just get quicker at going up them, and I suppose this can be applied to anything really, and particularly this workout. There's been improvements, certainly. The 420 pace that I tried to keep to was a bit of a push, and I'm not going to lie, I did think it would be a bit of a push, but I managed to stay on that for probably about just under halfway, and that was really about me seeing how long I could sustain that pace for. Then the wheels came off a little bit and I slowed up in the last. I'll look at the splits and everything when I get home. Improvement, progress, any progress is good progress in my book, and I've knocked probably just over a minute off of that in 4 weeks. Now, whether I will continue to make that sort of progress, which I very much doubt, the closer I get to that 20 minute mark, we will see. So yeah, the next 4 weeks of training to look out for and plan. Now, I'm not going to make any excuses. Well, alright, I'm going to make one, and you can probably hear it on the audio of this video, but the wind certainly slowed me down, and there's 2 sections of the track where you just go into the headwind, and it's a bit of a pain. So you're putting a lot of effort in and you're not getting very far. So I do think that probably had a little bit to do with it today. Okay, so you probably gathered that my run was successful, and you're wondering how successful. Okay, so here was my time 4 weeks ago, and today I managed to run. So there you have it. There's just over a minute or so worth of improvement in 4 weeks. So it tells me the plan, the training, the consistency is all working. It's all doing its job. So I'm pleased, and you can't knock progress. Any progress is progress, right? So I'm happy with that. Now, one thing I am going to have to realise is that my future improvements are probably not going to be as large the closer I get to 20 minutes. So you've got to bear that in mind. I'm also going to need to adapt the training plan as well. So we'll be doing that over the next week, and I'll share that with you, and I'll evaluate all the splits today and work out the time, the interval zones and that kind of thing, and paces. So that's the next job really. This project is not a short one. It's going to take some time, and I think the fitter I get, the quicker I'll get. And all that's left for me to do now is to do a little warm-up, which I'm going to complete on the track. It's not going to be very long. I have had a little bit of a recovery week this week, and I think next week what I'm going to do is probably have a recovery from all the interval work, and then start all the intervals the following week and just run steady next week. I'll reevaluate though. Just doing this cool down, and it's actually quite a nice morning if it weren't for the wind. Got joggers about now and fitness people in the park, which is nice to see. I'm nearly done now. Making my way home. Some nice breakfast. The second breakfast of the day. Just walking back to the car, and it's something I thought of, that in one of my last videos I mentioned about the 5k training giving you not only the ability to sustain those higher paces, but it gets your body used to running that hard and that type of hard effort. And there's a great quote out there, I'm not sure who said it, but it's something on the lines of get comfortable at being uncomfortable, and that certainly rings true for that type of effort.
P-A-Y.
Right, can you stop talking? Can you stop talking now?
No, you stop.
No, can you stop talking, because I've got to record this next bit, please. What have you got on your lips? Anyway.
Lipstick.
Right, so I'm back home now, and just looking at the stats from the run, and what I can see is actually it's turned out not too bad. You can see that I managed to hold 4:23 per kilometre. So pleased with that. My aim was 4:20, and you can see from the moving duration they're pretty even. 7 minutes 1, 7 minutes 3, 7 minutes 5 for each of those miles. And then if you look at the average pace for each of those laps, again you can see 4:21, 4:23, 4:18. Isabel, be quiet, I'm trying to record. So yeah, pleased with that. Now, time. I can't remember what I was going to say. You're a pain. So overall, really pleased with that. There's definitely progress being made. On to the next 4 weeks of training and see what we can do there. I'm going to drop this video in with the other 5k project videos in that playlist, so do check those out if you've not seen them before. It's been great following along with some of my subscribers and the goals that you've been taking on. If you're new here, then do hit me up with a comment below. It'd be good to hear from you. I'm always keen to check out new channels and link in with the community. You know, it doesn't matter if you are a runner, a cyclist, a triathlete or whatever. Just get involved. And on that note, I am going to leave today's video here. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you're new here, then please do consider subscribing, because it's always good to know that the content that you're producing, you know, is enjoyed by others, and it's a very small way of letting me know that you are enjoying that. I will see you in the week actually, because I've got a video lined up for Tuesday, something a little bit different to what I usually produce, but there's details of a small little competition that I'm going to hold in that, so do check that out. So I'll see you on Tuesday as well as next week. I'm not sure what that video will be next weekend, but I think it's going to be around the next stages of the 5k plan that I'm going to take on. So I'll see you then.